The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios.
Hi, this is Mia Mosinzia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios and sponsored by international award-winning author Mia Mosinzia of Missing. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on over 40 podcast platforms, as well as hamiltonradio.net, Diamonds FM, and themikewagnershow.com. We can be heard in over 100 countries, featuring over 1,000 well-known and amazing guests throughout the globe. And named one of the top 100 global podcasts in the New York Weekly Times, Hollywood Entertainment News, Los Angeles Weekly Times, Apple, and Chartable. So sit back and relax and enjoy another great episode of the award-winning Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Mosinzia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mia Mosinzia, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Mosinzia has garnered great reviews and even 11 enjoys by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Mosinzia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com on over 40 podcast platforms, heard in over 100 countries, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartradio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple Music. Also on hamiltonradio.net, Diamonds FM, Oldies Radio, and a few networks coming soon. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, hoodies, and baseball gear makes great gifts 24/7. Go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Mosinzia for great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles. Also t-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, phone cases, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Mosinzia. Check it out today. Also support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and themikewagnershow.com. Make sure you do so today. We're here with the terrific gentleman, backed by popular demand on the Mike Wagner Show. Looks like he set the record for the most appearances, and he's very popular in the Norwegian, Finland area as well, too. Of course, he's always a better man. The last time we talked about it, he's been done with the blues, and he also looking for the holy grail of truth, and he's wearing his Venetian rubber boots. And, of course, he's also been in Doormat with Eyes on Fire and everything else, Cloud9 and more. And of course, he was a former member of Carmen Gray, joining the Josie Award nominated The Impersonators. And of course, began his career over 20 years ago and still celebrating to this day with a number of singles. And he's won a number of ISSA winners as well. And he's also got another one to talk about and another project he's involved in. Live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios once again, and somewhere in Finland as well, too. And we got to talk about the latest project involving an organization where basically it's going towards the sustainability project with the climate situation, and also another award as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the multi-talented Tommitikka. Tom, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us once again.
Hey, good morning. It's great to be back.
Well, it's great to be back. I mean, I think I've about 3, 4, 5. Like, I think I've lost count after a while.
Yeah, I just realized when you said it. I've been back quite a few times, but it's always a treat. And you know, I'm super happy to be back and that you're having me on the show.
Mm-hmm. And of course, too, you got some great things going on in Finland as well, too. And you've also got some great things going on as well, too. And before we talk about that, we last talked about your latest release, Better Man, featuring I'm Done with the Blues, The Holy Grail of Truth, and Venetian Rubber Boots. And, tell us more about that. And how's that coming so far, by the way?
Well, the Better Man album actually. Last time we spoke about it, I was kind of missing a hit single, but then of course I'm Done with Blues, shot to number 2. So that was a relief. I think it was something that everybody was hoping might happen because the previous albums have had number 1 hits and so forth. So that was kind of I was nervous a bit the last time we spoke because I didn't really know how everything with the album is going to pan out, but luckily the album delivered and has been getting great reviews, which is always wonderful. I think it's one of those things that keep you going. Somebody listens to your stuff and they like it and they write complimentary things about your record, and that's wonderful. Can't wait to get working on the next one. So Better Man's been doing great, and obviously now it's time for the impersonators, which you already mentioned in your introduction of me. It's time for the impersonators to basically make another album. I've been doing solo stuff now for quite a while. I'm going to put that on hold for a bit and return home to the impersonators, and we've already recorded the music, 10 songs for the album, and now it's really just we've got to start mixing it.
And we're certainly looking forward to that too. And of course, you also been with the hubcaps as well too, and maybe give us an update. And you seem to be like just bounce from one after another, which is amazing. You got your solo work, you got the impersonators, you got the hubcaps, and of course, besides the hubcaps, it's like, what's next for you?
Well, I think I'm sticking with what I have, because I already mentioned I'm now in the final stages of finishing my first novel, and so that book's going to come out hopefully, if not towards the end of the year, then in the beginning of 2023.
Wow, that's interesting. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's so that's been hard because now we're doing the final edits, and that's always, there are, no matter how careful you write something, if it's 250 pages, 300 pages, you're bound to forget what you wrote in chapter 2 when you're putting together chapter 16, and you got to go back and forth, and that's a lot of work. That's like work. That's I actually I love the fact if the people editing the book at the publishers, or I got one of my university professors from the University of Helsinki reading it, who's very talented author himself. But I love the fact when he comes and says that, you got to write a bit more, because that's creative work. Usually it's just like, oh, you got a different gun here than you had in the second paragraph. What's that all about? I'm like, sorry, mistake, and so it's wonderful, and I'm very, very I think I'm very blessed with the having the people that I have now working with me on the book. They're very talented, and I appreciate that a lot, but it's still a lot of work. So in terms of the music, the impersonators and Tom Tikka with the missing hubcaps, that's it. I'm sticking with those. There will be no new bands anymore. That's I got those, and I'm very happy with it, with the way things are going for both outfits, and there's really no need to introduce anything new.
And that's a good thing as well too. To ask you about the book, since you brought the book, and tell us a bit about the book and what's it all about. So I was just curious about that. So you're writing a book. That's interesting, because I'm gonna share one thing. I'm planning on working on a memoir sometime very soon as well. So I got a little bit done. But the thing is like, I'm under no deadline whatsoever. I'm my own boss. So.
Yeah, that's hard, because in terms of writing novel, or especially writing fiction, which is basically what my book is, it helps if you have somebody to check on you every once in a while. Like, how's the book coming? Are you done with it? Because we got to get this done, and we got to start the final edits, and because otherwise it's a daunting task. Just writing 300 pages of anything and making it interesting and so forth, and finding a publisher for it. That's really difficult already in itself, but then honing it to the point where it's actually a book. It's like with the record, it's like, but I found it very hard. It took me 5 years to write this. It's based on my dad's diaries that he was a merchant marine in his youth, and he sailed around the world, and got into all kinds of crazy adventures as a Finnish merchant marine. and so I found his diaries, and I'm reading through them, and all the stories he told me when I was a kid. So that they form a basis for this protagonist. So the book is happening in the past, and it's happening right now, and the past and the present are connected. And whoever loves a good adventure will love this book. There's no question about it.
It certainly is well too. So keep us up to date on that, and of course we got more with Tommitikka as well too. A recent ISSA award winner, and find out what he won, and also the Born Free project. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mian Molson Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mian Molson Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson Zia has garnered great reviews, and evil evident enjoys by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today. Virgo's Missing by Mia Molson Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, on over 40 podcast platforms heard in over 100 countries, including HamiltonRadio.net, Diamonds FM, Oldies Radio, and a few other networks coming soon. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok today. For great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson Zia for great books, merchandise, and more. I'll support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Make sure you do so today. You're here with the terrific, multi-talented Tommy Tikka here on the Mike Wagner Show, back once again by popular demand, and talking about being a better man, and upcoming novel and other projects with the impersonators and more. The big one you're talking about right now is a new project you're involved in, which is called Born Free, and you're also involved in this fundraising album to basically raise awareness of the most recent events, including monsoon rains, flooding in Bangladesh, East African drought, which brought millions to the brink of a famine. It features Simon Kirk of Bad Company, also mungojerry, The Remnants, Dr. Z.I. Moore, and you're also involved in it. And tell us about the Born Free project and how'd you get involved with it?
Well, I was switching labels. As a matter of fact, I met Phil Gardner, who's the owner of Minds Behind the Music, who's really the guy behind all of this, and he's been very concerned about the climate change, and he's fighting the good fight, and has been fighting for years with the Born Free Foundation. Released books and CDs, and organized all sorts of fundraisers, basically to raise funds for what I consider to be the most important cause that we have today, saving the planet. And so he was. I got an email from Michael Stover, and said that, look, there's this guy who's putting together a fundraiser album, and why don't you send him a song? I did. We really hit it off, and that's how venetianrubberboots came into existence. I wrote a new song because obviously I was offering him one of the old ones that had come out before, Fly to the Moon, which is also about the state that the planet is in, but he couldn't release it because it had already been released, and he wanted something fresh. Understandable. It's a fundraiser, and all the proceeds are going to go towards this cause. It couldn't be under any contract, the song. So I wrote a new one, and he loved the song, and we got to talking, and started making plans for my album to come out through Minds Behind the Music, and then obviously he introduced me to all these other artists that are part of the project, and they had sent in their songs. We got acquainted through email and Zoom. You got all these great things these days. You don't have to travel to Italy to meet the guy from Italy who's on the album. You can just call him on Zoom, and boom, you're right there.
What happened to regular phone these days? What happened?
so yeah, it's basically ask what the project is, it's a group of like-minded musicians who care about the planet, who are concerned about what's happening, coming together, recording an album, and trying to raise money and awareness to fight climate change. It's actually the problem that we're experiencing today is the situation is rather grim. I was just watching a documentary on BBC a couple of weeks ago, and glaciers in Europe are disappearing. So these
read
places,
about that. My gosh.
yeah, these places that if went there 30 years ago, you had to have your winter clothes on even in the summer, right? Because it was snowfall winter, full blown winter anyway, even if you went there in the middle of July. Nowadays, people who are going to check out the glaciers in July, they're going there wearing shorts and short sleeve shirts. And so it's basically and they have shrunk to just, they're just like 20% of what they were 100 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
And the problem, of course, with a lot of people is that because this is happening so gradually, it's like, frog in boiling water effect that Al Gore in his great documentaries that he's made talks about. The Inconvenient Truth is obviously the documentary that I'm referring to. He's a brilliant man and he's fought the good fight for decades. But the problem is that a lot of people, because it's so gradual, they're not really aware of the fact that we're actually now entering the period of consequences. And soon, if we don't do anything, I think we're gonna hit, just basically hit the point where there's no turning back. I think right now, if we just really, become aware of this issue and start fighting it, there's still quite a lot that we can do to reverse the effect. But if we keep doing what we're doing for another 20 to 30 years, we really might not have a planet to basically to leave our children anymore.
And of course, we talked about some of the difficulties that are going on throughout the world, as we mentioned about the monsoons and the flooding in Bangladesh, the drought in East Africa. How about some of the climate challenges you're dealing with in your native Finland?
Well, I mean, it's right now. We have California here. I mean, this is crazy. Nobody, because traditionally, we'd be like, the summer would be like, I don't know, in Fahrenheit, if 75, 80 max, right? Well, we've got like 95 over here now.
Phew.
I mean, it's like being in Florida or California. And I think people over here are finally starting to realize that something's up. Nobody needs to go to south of Europe anymore to get a sunburn. You just stay home. But it's ridiculous because it's been the temperatures have been rising for the past 10 years, but like I said, the change is gradual. And if your problem is summers that are too cold to begin with, maybe as a nation Finns won't really complain if we've got Indian summers. But the problem is that at some point you got to look out the window and start wondering what the heck is going on.
Right. And in fact, I was just thinking about that where you're experiencing California-like weather up in Finland. There's a few situations in our neck of the woods as well, too. We used to have, moose that will roam around Canada, but then we've had some, warming issues as well, too. They start coming into Minnesota, and all of a sudden you're seeing moose coming into North Dakota. It's just basically get away from the heat, and they're looking for a place to cool off, adapt their conditions. And next thing you know, it's like you've got moose there running around, all over the United States trying to find, a place cool. And you got New York as well, too. They experienced some extreme drought, 100-degree temperatures getting to 110. Of course, California got the wildfires and all that. Texas got the droughts and everything. And it's almost like, there's no such thing as normal these days. And you got those droughts that are also drying up a lot of the rivers, lakes, and streams throughout the country.
Yep. I mean, I think that it won't be long until everybody has to come to the realization that things are changing. And I think if you look at climate change and what's happening around us, all of that is accelerating now. I think for many decades, it was kind of a degree here, degree there, a flood here, a flood there, just teeny tiny bits. But I think it's just like, with everything in life, that there's a buildup and then there's the explosion,
Boom.
and
Yes.
right. And I don't want to get to the explosion bit, you see. And I think that's part of the reason why we made the album. And over here, I think this is the perfect spot now to say that, for anybody wanting to contribute to our cause, please download the album. It's called Born Free, and it's released by Minds Behind the Music, and you'll find the album on iTunes. Just type in Born Free, Minds Behind the Music, and the album will pop up. It'll have my song, Venetian Rubberboots, and quite a few other excellent tracks. And even if you just download and pay for one track, you've already contributed. You've already chipped in, and you're helping us. Well, really, honestly, to try to change things for better.
Okay. And lastly, how else we can help?
You can go to the Born Free Foundation's web pages, adopt an animal, make a small donation. There are so many different things you can do, and I think it's a great charity. It's not concerned just with climate change. They're also concerned with wildlife, and obviously these two things are very closely connected, because as the rainforests are being chopped down and the climate is changing, the natural habitat of wild animals such as lions and giraffes, just the koala bears in Australia, their natural habitat is just disappearing, and the animals basically are disappearing with that. And obviously, when rainforests are being chopped down, where the earth is losing its lungs, it'll be very difficult for us to breathe as well after a few decades if this thing keeps up. And so it's a great charity. If you once again you Google Born Free Foundation, you'll find the foundation. You go to their web pages, you make a donation, you make a difference, and that's another way to help. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's why the album is called Born Free, because the foundation is called Born Free.
Okay, that sounds great. We'll certainly do so. And once again, we're with Tommitikka here on the Mike Wagner Show. It's powered by Sonic Web Studios and international warring author Mia Molson's Missing. And also, Tommy, just another thing here, and we'd love to have you back and keep us updated. You also won another ISSA award, and you're in the male vocalist category, and you also won the bronze one. And tell us more about that. And by the way, congratulations on that.
Thanks. That was awesome. This was a complete surprise, actually. I've been so busy with the fundraiser project and the new album, because we're still promoting it, and then obviously in the studio recording the next Impersonators album, or mixing it, that it kind of, the ISA awards came and went, and I feel terrible about that, because I had hoped to watch them, but I had marked them on my calendar. They were on the wrong weekend for some reason. I marked them because they were a little bit different time last year, so I thought that they're still coming. And as a result, then I got an email saying that I've won, and I'm like, what? Are they letting us know beforehand this year so we can accept the award? And then I realized I'd missed it, which was awful, because it's actually such an amazing feeling watching something or taking part in it online, or better yet, if I could have gone to Atlanta for that, would be perfect. So I kind of missed all the excitement, my own doing, of course, and I regret it. But yeah. So, but what a pleasant surprise, really.
It was a great surprise, and congrats with so many awards you have on your list as well, too, of amazing achievements. And of course, the fact that everybody's used to staying home and watching things online because of the pandemic. So it's just more of adjustments. Like, do we do it online or go to Atlanta to watch the award? So I think it's been a big adjustment for everybody. It's like, is it safe to go? Not safe to go? Do we stay home and all that? So I think it's been a big adjustment. And then if you do get nominated again, you'll make it a point to go to Atlanta or wherever they go. So hopefully be able to make it. And this time, put it on the right weekend. If you need my help or our help, let us know.
Yeah.
We'll do that too.
Yeah, I am kicking myself over that. I am. A great disappointment, but like I said, my own doing, and just the fact that sometimes I have a bad habit of taking on too much. And obviously that event goes without saying, is one of the events that I truly want to be part of every year. So it's one of the highlights of my year, and therefore, yes, been kicking myself over that.
Mm-hmm. And we'll certainly make sure you're back on it next year as well, too. And we'll see to it. And, besides your upcoming album, your book and everything, what else can we expect in 2022 and going into 2023 and beyond?
Well, hopefully there will be another. I'll try to. There's a lot of talk about continuing with this charity theme. Maybe releasing another album or organizing a live concert in England. And so there's we've got a lot of plans, and hopefully some of those will materialize. We're all very busy people. It's getting 10 or 16. There's actually 16 of us, 16 artists, to get them to come together on one day somewhere to perform. Fantastic, but obviously you need to be a realist and be aware of the fact that we're all getting to the point in our lives, we're married with children. We've got all these album projects, book projects going on, but it's a great cause, and I think that's one of the reasons why I think that we're actually going to do it, because it's something we all believe in and truly want to be part of.
And certainly amazing to be part of as well. Once again, we're with multi-award winning, multi-talented Tommy Tikka here on the Mike Wagner Show. Tommy, looking forward to having him again soon, and make sure you keep this up to date. It's always great to have you on. Once again, tell us about your upcoming projects, your website, and how do people contact you, where people purchase, check out your music, and especially check out Born Free and more.
The website is www.tomtikka.com. And that's basically the best resource that's out there. You can really, anything that you would want to know about me is on those web pages. My solo album, Better Man, just came out in May. I think it's still going strong, and it's something that I'm very proud of. It's somebody likes melodic rock, pop rock. Have a listen. There's a chance that you might just like it. And The Impersonators, which is my group, we've been on a hiatus now for a couple of years, but we're going back into the studio. Actually have gone back into the studio, recorded an album, and now basically it's just down to mixing it and releasing it, and that'll come out in 2023 as well. And about the book, hopefully that'll come out, if not for Christmas, then for Easter.
And we're certainly looking forward to it as well. Put that on the wish list, everybody. So once again, Tommy, always a great to have you on. Very big thank you for your time. You're always terrific, and make sure you keep us up to date, keep in touch, and definitely love to have you back.
Thanks. It's been a pleasure.
Concrete rules for playground stood. Don't recognize the old neighborhood. Gone are parks and trees. People call it development. To me it looks just like cement. I miss the laughs and screams. Don't you think that we should change our scene? But we're blind, yeah. Learn to preserve the village greens. Men are tried, yeah. Why is it so hard to do what's right? It seems we manufacture broken dreams. Our lives learn. We got just one. Venetian alleyways, sometimes even in cafes. The dress code's rubber boots. Water's rising, the fishermen remember seashells in the sand. Now half the shore is gone. Don't you think that we should change our scene? But we're blind, yeah.
Jonathan's footprint. Tomorrow, you'll want more.
Don't you think that we should change our scene? But we're blind, yeah. Learn to preserve the village green. Men have tried, yeah. Why is it so hard to do what's right? It seems we manufacture broken dreams. Our lives burn. We got just one. Why is it so hard to do what's right? It seems we manufacture broken dreams. Our lives burn. We got just one.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley and I'm an American actress and a TV host, and I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamoshenzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show. Brought to you by international award-winning author Mia Mohsen-Zia of Missing. And powered by Sonic Web Studios. Be sure to join us again on over 40 podcast platforms. And of course on the mikewagnershow.com, hamiltonradio.net, and Diamonds FM. Don't forget to support our program with a generous donation at themikewagnershow.com. Thanks for listening.